Alright, y'all, so the little Z125 been getting neglected ever since my chain done got too stretched out. Look how filthy it is. Goodness. Disgusting. Man, look at that. But yeah, my chain just got way too loose, and then I was like, man, I'm sick of it. And I had the car. Well, I was in the process of getting the car all done too. So I was like, yeah, I ain't even worried about the bike. I'll worry about that later. But yeah, I went ahead and finally ordered a chain. Oh, obviously I gotta open that. But I finally went ahead and ordered a chain. I'm gonna need some new tires too. Gonna need some new tires soon too, cause this is getting pretty bald. But yeah, I'll go ahead and slap this chain on here and get this thing all cleaned up and ready to go again, because I actually have been wanting to ride it, but I remember I dropped it one day. I was getting ready to leave. I sat it out in the driveway on the kickstand that was running, and I walked away, or I was walking away. I was walking back into the garage, and then the bike just fell over, and then this broke, that little bottom piece there. This was kind of bent, but I bent it back in place, and then same thing with this. This was bent, and I just bent it back in place, and I think that was it. Nothing else got damaged. Oh, but after that happened, it started leaking oil. And so I thought it was done for. I thought, you know, the motor had cracked or something like that, the casing. But I rode it a few times since then, and I haven't seen it leaking anymore. But it's still all filthy right here. So I'm assuming after I change this chain, after I change this chain and I get it all cleaned up, I'm assuming if I don't see more oil dripping, then it was probably just leaking from where's that thing at? This thing here or something like that. So yeah. Alright, so I got the old chain off, looking all filthy and disgusting. There's a new one right here. One with the gold one. Looks a lot better. Where's my... Oh. It's the brand that I went right here, whatever this is. Some of y'all probably know what this is, but I am pretty unfamiliar. I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to motorcycles, but yeah. This was just one of the bikes that I found on, what's the name of this site? Oh, right here. Sprocket Center. SprocketCenter.com. Because they was the only ones, literally, I think they was literally the only ones who had it in the size that I needed. Nobody else had it in the right size. But I never did this before, so I really don't know exactly what I'm doing. But I'm assuming now all I gotta do is toss the chain on here, and it'll get it around there and whatnot, and just throw the clip on. That one was easy to do. So, you know, just slide that onto the chain and throw this other piece on there and then the clip. So it's pretty self-explanatory to me, so yeah. I think what I want to do is get this as far forward as I can and then lock it into place. So right now it's just moving back and forth. So yeah. Alright, so this is a 100 link chain, but look at how stupid loose it is. I mean, I know I have to tighten it, but I would assume it would at least be, oh, you can't even see this. This dog right there. Watch out, sir. Move. Yeah, I would think it would at least be close to this, but I mean, with that much, there's no way it's gonna be close to this. It's gonna probably already be way back here off tops. and this is supposed to be 100 link chain, so that's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, hey, I guess. I didn't count all the links. I don't know. I didn't think to sit there and count all the links, but where is it? Oh, right here, 100. So I don't know, dude, but it's on there. So got to be adjusted, and then it should be good to go. And then I can go ahead and clean everything all around it and whatnot, and then lube it up. So yeah. Alright, so I got it right there. This is like right where I thought it would be too. But I don't know, that may be, I think that's about right. I would say that may be on the tighter side, but that looks like it's about right to me. It's a decent amount of movement right there, especially down here, you can see it more. So yeah. So one thing that's dope about this bike that I've always liked is the fact that these rims look like RPF ones. But as I was cleaning it just now, I was looking and I was like, yo, these are RPF ones. That's so dope. Okay, so I've contacted the company that I bought the S300 from off of eBay. They told me to take it or make sure it's fully seated. So okay, that's these plastic things. I was shaking it and it was making that noise, so I was like, what the heck is that? But that's these little things here, just rattling. But yeah, they told me to make sure it was fully seated. So I went to check and I was like, how can I even tell? So I pulled it all the way out, and I see this right here. I'm not for sure if that could be why it's tripping, but it could easily be why. It's back! It's back, baby! So I guess the board was just lifted. Man, this thing is idling like crap, but it was running stupid rich last time when it cut off, so that could easily be why. You see now it's running dumb rich right now. It's probably just burning out all of that extra gas that's in there. But oh wait, I probably shouldn't be showing y'all this. This is my tune that my tuner made. You might not want me to expose this. But yeah, I contacted the seller who sold me the ECU, and they told me make sure the board is fully seated. So I just pulled, at first I just pressed down on the chip, and you know, I tried it like that, it wasn't working. So I went ahead and pulled the chip all the way out, looked underneath it and seen something that looked kind of funny, but obviously it's been working with that the whole time. So I went ahead and threw the chip back in, and came out here to test it, and now the car is running again. So yeah, I guess we good. I don't have to buy another S300. I was definitely prepared to spend the $400 and get the S300 V3, which I probably will do later on, but as of right now, this one is working just fine for me. Car is idling like garbage still. I hope it didn't freaking break, because it was running stupid rich last time. And I limped it basically around that corner right there. I limped it all the way around back to my house. So it was running stupid rich that whole time, probably just flooding it out. But yeah. So I drove it around the block, and there's definitely a pocket where it's just running super lean. I'm gonna have to hit up my tuner and see what's good with that. But yeah, there's a pocket where, and it seems like it only happens in second gear, like right up around 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000 RPMs. It's like it's getting super lean. This was telling me up to like 18, which that's pretty lean, you know. That's too lean. So I'm gonna have to hit up my tuner and see what's going on with that. But could have everything to do with, you know, what happened with the car, but I don't know. We're gonna see. But it's running. Alright, so I went and bought this from Harbor Freight. Freaking compression tester. I haven't used it yet. I just opened it up and threw a little attachment on there. I don't even know if that's the right one. I was just trying to see, you know, how well it was gonna seal on that O-ring. But yeah, man, I need to do a compression test to this thing here before I pull the head off, and that ain't even what's wrong with it. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the compression test right now. Just gotta pull the spark plugs, and I already got that disconnected, and I'm gonna connect the battery charger because I know this battery is kind of trash at holding a good charge. I'll probably be able to turn it over like 5 times and then it'll already be dead. So yeah, let's get to it. On cylinder 2. That's good. 150 on cylinder 3. I'm getting a little nervous now. Alright, so all 4 cylinders is 150, so compression's good. I don't even know at this point. Alright, now I'm gonna test all of them wet. Alright, cylinder 1 wet. Only slightly higher. Cylinder 3 wet. Alright, cylinder 4. This one is higher than the rest of it. It's just kind of weird. This one's like 170 almost, 165. So I think what I want to try is dropping a little more oil in the other ones and trying those ones again and see if I get a different result. Okay, yeah, it went all the way up to 180 that time. A little over 180. Our cylinder 1 second wet, so right at 180. Alright, so the compression test was pretty even across the board. Basically all of them was 180 wet, 150 dry. Which one was it? Cylinder 4 was a little bit lower than that, but I think maybe I didn't have as much oil in it as I did the other ones. So yeah, it seems like, I don't know. I don't even know if that's regular compression for a H22. Not to mention, this tool is one of those Harbor Freight testers, and I've heard that they're not accurate, but as long as all the numbers is consistent, then you're good. I don't know how true that is, but yeah. So that checks out. So I don't know what my other issues could be. It could be maybe fuel, maybe my fuel injectors need to be cleaned, serviced, and oh yeah, like I was saying before, I do think I may have an oil leak down there. So those two things could easily be my problems. Motor still sounds pretty healthy too, so I don't know. Only thing that it's doing is it feels like it's not making any torque, and my VTEC is coming on 500 RPM late. And as of late, it's been running pretty lean for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have my tuner look into that. It's been doing that ever since I had that issue with my computer and got it back running. It's been running lean. Right now it's idling fine, but once I start driving and I get to about 3,000 RPMs, then it starts running lean. So maybe, I don't know, it could be possible that I was having a problem with that chip the whole time, the S300 chip, and it just wasn't, I don't know. Could be possible that that's why it wasn't making any power down low, and that's why the car is running lean down there now, because it needs more fuel and it's not getting it. I didn't even try to go into VTEC since then, so I don't know if it's coming on at the right time now or not.